Hello, this is Anice from Funky Hand, and this technique video is to show you how to make an exploding box from the templates that you'll find on our CD, Wishes and Kisses. Okay, if you've never seen an exploding box before, I just want to show you a very simple one that I've made. It's made up of a lid, you can see, and then the exploding part is that all of the layers all explode out. Now, as I said, this is a very simple one. We haven't dressed it at all, but we're now going to cut to show you how you can get the layers from using the templates.
Okay, so here we are on the Wishes and Kisses beginning page. First of all, what we're going to do is, for the exploding box, I use the You've Retired collection. So if we just click on the You've Retired collection, and you'll see we're in the papers, and so we can just click through, scroll through and find a paper that we're interested in. The paper that I actually used was one of the light ones, light green plain ones. So that's what we're going to do now and send it through so we can have a look at how the template for the exploding box works. So once we've picked our paper, we'll then send it to the workspace. And that's very straightforward. So we'll click on workspace, and when we get there, we'll click on the templates section, and up pops the template masks. Now what you'll see here, the first 4 templates are all for our exploding box. So I'll just show you how they look. You just click on it, drag it over, and it masks out the rest of the paper, just so you've got the box that you want. Now the largest exploding box template is 6.5 centimeters square each so the box ultimately will be 6.5 centimeters square. To get rid of that template, we just have to click on it and delete, and we'll pull over the next one so you can see here we are, the medium exploding box, and there it's all masked out, and the medium exploding box section is 6 centimeters square. That's just 0.5 centimeter smaller. We'll click on that and delete that, and then we'll pull over the smallest one. Okay, and there we are, the smallest exploding box, and that layer is 5.5 centimeters square. Okay, we'll just delete that, and I'll show you how the lid looks, so you can see, and we'll talk through that again later. But we don't want that one. We're going to go to the smallest again. I'll pull it back over. And there we are, the smallest exploding box section. So all we need to do now is print, and that will activate your printer to print it, and it'll be printing now. So let's get back to
So now you've seen how to get your templates. What I do suggest is that you print on the back of your card as well. You may think, oh goodness me, when I'm cutting it out, I'm going to lose, I'm going to be wasting so much ink from the cards. But the great thing is that if you pick the right papers, then you'll have all this excess card that you can use to dress your exploding box. So there's no waste at all, really. So I'm now going to work on the small layer of the exploding box, if you don't want to see me boring you with how to do all the other layers. So the first thing I suggest that you do before you cut anything or do anything else is to actually score the sections. So it's very easy. Just get a scoring tool and a steel-edged ruler, and we're just going to score across each of the sections where it says fold. And it's very easy to line up because obviously you've got whole sections. Okay. I say you should score beforehand because it's much easier than once you've cut it all out. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out the exploding box layer. Okay, so now you've cut out the last layer of your exploding box. The next thing to do is to fold over the sections, because you've already scored them. It makes it quite simple because they're all the same size. So we just use our bone folder just to fold in these sections. Just line them up. You'll be able to see how easy it is to line them up once you've cut this. Okay, now I've already cut the large, medium and small layers of the exploding box. Now I've coloured them all the same colour, but the outsides are different papers, as you can see. Right, so all we have to do is, it's really simple, is to stick them together. So the first thing to do, well, how I do it, is I do it with wet glue just to make it a little easier to manoeuvre the layers around, because as you know, I never put things straight first time. So we'll put the middle size layer on, and you just line it up. Okay, once that's done, we're going to glue the final one on, the one we just cut out. Okay, and we just line that one up too. Let's move that over slightly. You can see it's pretty much lined up. And there you go, there are the arms of your exploding box. Right, next we'll get... Okay, now we're going to deal with the lid for the exploding box. We've made it very simple with this template, and all you need to do is follow the fold lines and score once more. So we'll just very simply line up score lines using your scorer and score the fold lines, and these will score your tabs and also the lines, just like the layers, to match. Of course, now I'm not going to bore you with cutting this all out, so I've got one ready made to show you. Okay, so that's what we've just done, as you can see, and there's the tabs. All I've done is folded them in and scored the lines. What what I've done is left the it white on the back. I haven't printed anything out on the back. That's my choice. You don't have to do that. Now all we're going to do now is pop this lid together. Now just for speed, I'm using tape to stick my lid together, but you could use wet glue if you want to, because you'll have more time to let it stick together. So it's very straightforward. You just pop it down and pop the edges together. And pop the edges together. You can see how easily it goes together. And just pull the tabs off there again. It sort of makes itself really, which is great. So that's the final part of your exploding box, and if we bring in the arms that we worked on before, we'll see how it all just goes on together. And there you go. So now your exploding box is ready for you to dress.